Everybody's looking great. Sorry we can't have this event in person. But thank you for joining us once again. I'm Jill Sluss, Chief Development Officer here at Family Service of Roanoke Valley. We invite you to stay for the whole event, as a few winners will be chosen randomly at the end. And one lucky winner will actually receive an overnight stay for two, courtesy of the Hotel Roanoke and Conference Center. Our host of the evening is Amanda Kenney. She's morning show anchor of WFXR's Good Day Virginia, a position that she's held since January of this year. Amanda left Roanoke in 2017 to anchor the evening news in Altoona, Pennsylvania, and couldn't wait to come back. Before that, she worked for another station in the Roanoke area, as well as stations in Texas and New York. She grew up in New Jersey in a very big, tight-knit family and is proud of her Cuban and Polish roots. The stories from her grandfather as a Holocaust survivor ignited her passion to give the voiceless a voice and share stories like his. She holds a broadcast journalism and political science degree from Hofstra University and also studied Italian politics in Italy. Amanda is now an Emmy Award-winning journalist with more than a decade of experience in news. She loves getting to share stories that impact the community and stories that promote kindness, which is why she was the perfect journalist to be our host this year. Welcome, Amanda.
Thank you so much, Jill. Thank you. I'm so honored to be here tonight. And welcome everyone to the Family Service VIP Dinner Virtual Event 2021. The event this evening will include an overview of the services the Family Service of Roanoke Valley provides, how to donate to these great services, and of course, we're going to have a friendly competition with local celebrity champions to see who can raise the most funds for FSRV. I see a lot of them are here tonight. Who can raise their hand? Who do you think is going to win tonight? Let's raise your hand. Let's see. I see Jane Johnson has her hand. So you can, to donate to your favorite pair's fundraising page, you'll want to do that if you want to see them win tonight. We also have a silent auction up on FSRV on its website, and there is a link in the chat. If you have that up in your screen in the Zoom, that's in the chat. So we'll have a link to that so you can find it. And be sure to check out some of the amazing items up for grabs. You really do have a lot of great items. I was eyeing some. They look really, really great. Of course, all the funds raised from those auction items will benefit FSRV. So we definitely encourage you to help raise those funds and donate to that. I'd like to start off tonight and introduce you to Dr. Hal Irvin. He's the chair of the Family Service of Roanoke Valley Board of Directors. Dr. Irvin is the Associate Vice President for Health Sciences and Technology Outreach at the Fralin Biomedical Research Institute at Virginia Tech Carilion School of Medicine. Welcome, Hal. Take it away.
Thank you, Amanda, and welcome everybody. It's good to see everyone in their good-looking aprons. And I'm hoping my dog will stop for a few minutes while I talk to you all. He's just started barking on cue just a moment ago. So I want to share with you the reason we're holding this event. Since 1901, Family Service of Roanoke Valley has been devoted to providing services to meet community needs. This means that for the last 120 years, this organization has been responsive to the changing needs of the Roanoke Valley. Over the last 18 months, this has included supporting individuals and families who have experienced additional challenges as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, Family Service of Roanoke Valley meets the needs of more than 1,000 clients in our community annually through counseling services, youth development programming, guardianship case management services, healthy relationship groups, and personal affairs management. In addition, Family Service is committed to providing these services regardless of an individual or family's ability to pay. This means services are available in our community to those who are not insured, those who are underinsured, and those who may not seek services due to difficulty finding their copayment. This is why we are having this event. Your donation helps individuals and families who may only see a future of challenge, see a future filled with hope. To give you more information about the services SRV provides and the impact of your donation, I'd like to introduce you to Linda Henschel, Family Service of Roanoke Valley's fantastic president and CEO since June of 2019.
Thank you so much, Hal. I appreciate that. And hello, everyone, and welcome once again to the Family Service VIP virtual event. Like many of you, I was disappointed that we had to hold this event virtually once again. However, as I consider the impact of COVID-19 and what it is doing to those who are infected, as well as the drain that this pandemic is having on our healthcare professionals, I realize that holding a virtual event really is the most responsible and helpful decision our organization could make. As many of you know, we renamed this event last year so it would better align with our mission. That mission has just recently been reevaluated, and our mission today is supporting individuals and families as they journey toward mental wellness, healthy relationships, and a future filled with hope. The support of our individuals and families receive is the most important form of service that our employees provide to them. However, this evening, you too become part of that service. Without your financial support, it would be difficult for us to maintain the services that could affect the lives of more than the 1,000 people who bravely seek out family service during some of the most challenging events in their lives. Tonight, it is my privilege to let you hear from some of those families who received the support from some of our counselors, and one of those is the story of Melissa.
I'm Jill Sluss, Chief Development Officer of Family Service of Roanoke Valley, and today I'll be speaking with Melissa, who is the mother of one of our clients. Melissa, can you tell us a little bit about your foster daughter?
Our foster daughter is 3 years old, and she's been with us for about 14 months in our home. When she came to us, she had a pretty significant background of trauma and neglect. We noticed that she was often craving attention and affirmation pretty regularly, and tended to cover her feelings. And we, sometimes felt like we just couldn't quite get to the surface of what was going on in her mind. So we did recognize that there was a pathway that we needed to try to find forward to help her work through those things.
Melissa, can you tell us about her counseling experience here at Family Service of Roanoke Valley?
So we really stumbled upon Family Services upon recommendation from somebody on our foster care team. And we really, when we talked with Sarah, our therapist, she was one of the only people that we had recognized would be able to work with 3-year-olds. And so she suggested that we continue forward with play therapy. So Sarah has spent so much time with us, not just in therapy in session with our daughter, but also she's spent an incredible amount of time with us on the phone, through text even, so that we could quickly get a response, helping us to have tools in our toolbox.
Melissa, what would you say to someone who is thinking about making a donation to Family Service of Roanoke Valley?
So sometimes I think foster parenting can feel a little bit like drowning in a sea of policies and information and trauma and players in the team. But what I'll say is that play therapy with Sarah felt a little bit like coming up for air. I felt like she was an unbiased advocate who worked on behalf of our daughter. And so I would say her work, it was life-changing, life-altering work that made a real difference in our family. I would say that if somebody was looking to donate, there is no organization that has tangibly affected our life and the work in our family more than Family Services. That is my honor to speak on their behalf, and I truly would say that this is worthy work.
Thank you, all of you who are on this Zoom tonight, because you are providing for Melissa and her family. Each time you generously give to Family Service of Roanoke Valley, it helps families like Melissa's to build mental wellness, healthy relationships, and to see the gift of the future that they can have that is filled with hope. That's the most rewarding part of the work that we're doing here. Knowing that we are invited into someone's life to provide support and help to an individual and to a family who may not be able to see that hope on their own. Someone like Mr. Mckee.
Wayland, she is one of our guardianship case managers. Amanda, tell us about the importance of the guardianship program of Family Service of Roanoke Valley.
Within our community, we have individuals who have been declared by the court to lack capacity, which means they can't legally make decisions for themselves. They can't enter into agreements such as marriages or licenses or things like that. And so the importance of the guardianship program is to kind of service those individuals in a way that we foster them and help them with making those decisions in kind of a guided direction. Sometimes that means actually making the clear decision for them, whether it be a medical decision or a residential decision. Sometimes when faced with a large decision, if they lack capacity, they might not understand the consequences to the choice or even what their options are. So we're kind of there to be the final backbone of a decision-making process for them.
Amanda, how has Mr. McKee's life changed since he became his guardianship case manager?
But Mr. McKee specifically, when we got his case, was in the hospital. He had received a procedure, and in the beginning he had enough capacity to agree to the procedure. However, after the procedure there were complications and he needed a second procedure to address that. But during that time he was declared incapacitated and lost his rights to make those decisions. So unfortunately for him, he had to wait in the hospital until he obtained a guardian so that way he could have that second procedure completed and be able to go home. Mr. McKee, he struggled with dietary things. Well, is he not eating because he's not well enough to eat? We put him on a regular diet and he gained weight very quickly, and so it wasn't actually a medical concern. It was more of he wasn't eating because he didn't like the texture of his food. So we were able to get him some food. So that's another way that we kind of adjusted that. He wouldn't have had the capacity on his own to say, hey, I don't like this, I want something different.
Amanda, his face is vastly different now. Can you tell us about that?
When we got Mr. McKee, unfortunately, which is common for a lot of our individuals, he doesn't have any family, he doesn't have anyone to support him, so it's just the staff that's here. And because of that, he didn't have a lot. He didn't have many clothes or anything in his room. His room was described to us as sterile. The bed was white, the walls were white and plain, and the only clothes that he had were clothes from individuals who lived here prior that had passed away. So he didn't have anything that was his. Through talking to him and different things that he likes, we were able to get some stuff for his room, and a lot of the individuals here at the Veterans Care Center have a blanket on their bed which identifies which branch they served in. Mr. McKee didn't have that, and that was really important to him. So we were able to get him this Navy blanket, which is really important to him. And we also were able to get him some wall things. We were able to get some images for his room. So we were able to get him some clothes that he wanted, some sweaters and things like that. And so it's really changed it around for him. The staff have said, you know, from when we first got him to now, that he has a whole different attitude. He's a lot more positive, where before he could kind of be stuck in the sadness of his situation. And he's also shifted a little bit now. He knows that someone at least once a month is coming to visit him, and that seems to be important to him, where before he didn't have anyone.
The stories you have heard this evening are just some of the stories from our VIPs, those who are on their journey toward emotional wellness, healthy relationships, and who can see their future filled with hope. We invite you to join us as we serve and support these individuals and many others. Your donation to Family Service of the Roanoke Valley provides a way for someone without insurance or someone who has a copayment that maybe they can't afford, the opportunity to get the support they need for their journey so they too can see that hope. No donation is too small. Every donation is helpful. And for that, I am eternally grateful. Thank you.
I know those are two very different stories, but they certainly have made the services have certainly made a big difference in two very different lives, and it just goes to show how amazing and how life-changing the services that they that provide from Family Services of the Roanoke Valley. And I wanted to add my own personal experience as well. This is just another reason why I'm so honored to be here tonight. I actually benefited from services provided by Family Services of Roanoke Valley back when I worked at WDBJ. As many people might know, we had a very tragic event that happened while I was working there, and we lost 2 wonderful people. And the services, the counseling provided to me through my employer from Family Services of Roanoke Valley really gave me the strength to be able to actually leave Roanoke, to be able to come back, because I knew this is where I wanted to end up and build a life. So it made me stronger and certainly helped me heal. So just wanted to add that, how important the services are, and it really helps so many different people in all different walks of life, really to help them have a great life. And of course, you know, we are so grateful for all of our sponsors of this VIP dinner tonight. The event is made possible because of their support. The event is brought to you by Titanium Investors, Cox Communications, and WFXR. It's sponsored by Gold Level Investor, Member 1 Federal Credit Union. Our bronze investors, also known as table sponsors, that's Gentry Lock Attorneys, Richfield Living, Magic City Auto Group, Lineberger Construction, Freedom First Credit Union, Trust Point Insurance, and Robin Kale and Lindsay St. Peter of Davenport and Company. Also, Robertson Marketing provided each of our celebrity champions with a beautiful red apron with the FSRV logo and their name. I know they're sporting them tonight. We thank them for that. And of course, it's also associated with Associated Asphalt and First Citizens Bank supported the event as well. And a huge thank you to all of these sponsors again. And if you ever have a chance to support them in return, please do. Absolutely. And be sure to donate tonight to your favorite celebrity champion pair. They're competing to see who could raise the most funds for FSRV. And the winning duo, look at this, they're going to be winning this amazing trophy. They'll get that plus a 2-night stay for 2 with breakfast courtesy of the Omni Homestead Resort and an overnight stay with breakfast from Mountain Lake Lodge. All of the celebrity links can be found on the FSRV website. And if you don't know that, it is fsrv.org. So now, as you can see their beautiful faces on your screen, I'm going to tell you a little bit about these celebrity champions for the night and give a little background and of course thank them. So we have a lot of them, so bear with me, which is great. Love to see that we have so many tonight. Our first celebrity champion team is Madison Madden and Tay Whiteside. Madison is the owner of Glam House Day Spa, an award-winning spa and salon. Tay is the owner of Lift Arc Studios and a partner at Black Dog Salvage. He and his family found themselves on a reality TV show you don't know called Salvage Dogs. Team number 2 is Delegate Sam Rasul and Tom Field. Delegate Rasul's family settled in the Roanoke Valley after leaving war-torn Palestine in the late 1960s. He's a member of the Virginia House of Delegates. He started the Impact Center Initiative, which helps empower new age leaders. And Tom Field is founder and publisher of Valley Business Front Magazine. All right, team number 3 tonight, Kat Pascal and Jimmy Delgado, the owners of Farmburguesa, which has locations in Roanoke and Vinton. Kat is an experienced entrepreneur and community advocate, and Jimmy is a self-made entrepreneur. Their success has led to them co-owning 3 established business locations. Team number 4 tonight, Monica Brooks of K92 Morning Thang and Shannon Shafer of Rsvp, that's Rehabilitative Services and Vocational Placement Incorporated. Monica has been acknowledged by her radio co-host and featured on a panel as one of the top influential women in radio. Shannon is active with the Junior League of Roanoke Valley and serves as a respite foster parent for Roanoke County Department of Social Services. All right, team number 5, Jenya, Kalanina, and Stan Mishovsky, both are owners of the Instagram account Best of Roanoke. Definitely follow them. It has more than 9,000 followers, and get this, they are newly engaged. So congratulations, y'all. Team number 6 tonight is Joe Cobb and Michelle Davis. Reverend Joe Cobb serves on the Community and Diversity Advisory Council for the Virginia Tech Carilion School of Medicine. He's also a member of Roanoke City Council. Michelle Davis is the current CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Southwest Virginia. She was the youngest member and the only millennial of Roanoke City Council. And team 7, we have Jane Johnson and Bob Rotance. Jane is president of RM Johnson and Sons Jewelers in Salem and is also a former member and vice mayor of Salem City Council. She has also served on many nonprofit boards. And Bob is founder and owner of Mac and Bob's restaurant in Salem, which just this week was named best restaurant in Virginia. Congratulations. He has supported countless organizations and causes. Team 8, Kate Haley and Jessica Beamer, they're representing the Junior League of Roanoke Valley. That's an organization that is a longtime supporter of FSRV. And get this, guys, they're the top fundraisers at the moment, so they're the ones to beat. Kate is the current president of JLRV and is also a teacher at Green Valley Elementary School. Jessica is president-elect of the organization, is employed by the County of Roanoke as the Assistant Director of Finance and Management Services, and is a registered CPA. Team 9 is Shannon Dominguez and Decca Knight. Shannon is the Director of Operations for Building Beloved Communities. Decca Knight is a licensed professional counselor. She's also the trauma-informed specialist for Children's Trust. Team 10, Christina Sword and Stephanie Barney, both are of Divine Fog Realty. Christina is a realtor who is super passionate about helping people. Stephanie is a realtor broker and has a background in marketing, finance, and property management. Team 11, Samantha Klein and Jennifer Hayward. Samantha is a senior staff member at Southwest Virginia Wildlife Center, where she is a wildlife rehabilitator. She was a survivalist on the Discovery Channel's Naked and Afraid. Jennifer is an award-winning brand photographer and is the owner of Jennifer Hayward Fine Photography. Team 12 tonight is Deandra Stoltz and Lauren Waldron. Now, Deandra is the marketing manager of the Lawrence Companies and has worked in the marketing industry for years. Lauren is engagement manager of the city of Roanoke. She has always been involved in the community and has volunteered for many organizations. Team 13 is Ryan Bell and Jordan Bell. Ryan is the founder of the Black Father Family, an organization dedicated to equipping parents and caregivers with the tools necessary to improve the overall well-being of their children with an intentional focus on the Black father. Jordan is a special education aide who specializes in assisting autistic children with Roanoke City Public Schools. And I believe this is our final team tonight, team 14. It's Rob and Jennifer Dean. Jennifer is an active community member, and Rob is the founding partner of Rob Dean Law, a criminal defense law firm based in downtown Roanoke. Whew, that is a lot of teams, which is awesome. We are so appreciative of all of our local champions for fundraising for family service. Thank you all so, so much. I think we want to take a look at some of the live numbers right now to see who is winning in this competition. I know the team to beat right now, that is team 8, Kate Haley and Jessica Beamer. And I believe they were runners up last year as well. And I know they really wanted to win, so they're in the lead. They are the ones to beat. A reminder tonight, they're going to win this beautiful trophy. And of course, a lot of other wonderful, wonderful things to win tonight as well. I know that Tay Whiteside, you're on the call here, and I wanted to invite you to talk about this handmade fire pit. I did take a look at it. It is gorgeous, and I think a lot of people want to win that tonight. So why don't you tell us a little bit about it?
Sure. Can everyone hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Well, I, as you know, used to work at Black Dog, but for the past few years, I've opened and now operate my own custom metal fabrication shop in downtown Roanoke. And of course, one of the best things to make out of metal is a fire pit. I mean, if you can do it, do it. And so I have, and it's a fun, simple sort of geometric design. The ones at Black Dog were more of a kettle shape, and I used some fancy robotic lasers in my shop to cut out some basically puzzle pieces and then weld them together. I can personalize them, and that's what I did for this one. On two of the sides, I put Family Service of the Roanoke Valley, and on the other two sides, I put Lift Arc Studios, of course, had to. But it's 30 inches at the top. It's nice and deep. You can put all kinds of big pieces of wood in there and keep probably 10 or so people warm. And it's fire pit season, so get on it. I'm happy to do it. I've built a few others for local people, and I've even shipped a few. So it's turning into one of the little products that I do here at the shop. But I was more than happy to build one for this cause, and I think it's got a few bids. So keep going.
Yeah, it certainly does. And it's gorgeous. It's a great piece of work. Thank you so much for donating that. I know someone very lucky tonight will win that. So next, I do want to invite Decca Knight to come up and speak. Now, Decca is going to talk about her grandfather's watch out print that she has donated tonight. So Decca, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Thank you, Amanda. So my grandfather, George Solonovich, and he actually died in 2003. And he was a longtime Roanoke resident, and he had a really storied history and a really storied journey through life. He was actually born in Russia in 1915. And as a young man, he fled from Stalinist Russia after being jailed several times in his young life. He was in solitary confinement before he was even at the age of 10. After numerous tries, he escaped from Russia on his third try, and then went to Germany and found himself in the middle of World War II and in the middle of another war. And from there, he went on a long journey throughout Europe. And during that time, he was able to get training in some art academies in Helsinki, Finland, and also in Vienna, Austria. And then my family immigrated to South America, and they were there for a few years in Argentina, and then came to the United States, and finally here to Roanoke. And my family owned 100 acres up near the Blue Ridge Parkway, where we had a big art school. And both my grandparents, my grandfather and my grandmother, did art there for many years. And my grandfather's artwork is in art galleries all over the world. So the print that we have donated is a print called Watch Out, and it is a signed print. And so it's 303 out of 500, and it's about 28 by 22 in size. So we encourage you to bid on that, and I think it will look beautiful in your home. So thank you guys.
Thank you so much, Decca. Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It's absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much for donating that piece of art tonight. Thank you. I'm also taking a look at some of the amount raised tonight. We're doing so great. We would love for folks to donate more. Don't forget to donate to your our celebrities tonight. Also, don't forget, we're going to have a live drawing. So Barney is preparing for that. And to let you know about our silent auction. So the things like the fire pit and the watch out print, along with many other great items in the silent auction, that will be open until 8 o'clock tonight. So you have a little bit of time, but not much. So you definitely want to get donating and bidding tonight. And our celebrity fundraising pages, they're going to be open until tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So who knows who's going to end up winning? Kate and Jessica definitely have the lead, but I know Shannon and Decca aren't too far behind. So I know they're excited. So hopefully get to donating. And we will be announcing the top fundraising pair via Facebook tomorrow at noon. So you're going to want to check Facebook for that around noon to find out who won. So don't forget, remember FSRV.org for those links. It's all right there. I just checked it out myself. It's very easy to navigate. Shouldn't be a problem. So now we're going to check in with Brandy. Now, Brandy is going to award some door prizes that will be randomly chosen. So Brandy, I'll let you take it away.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, if you have not put your name into the chat, if it's not listed above and you haven't put it in the chat, please do so now, because I'm getting ready to do a drawing and I've put everybody's name into a big hat. I'm going to share my screen so everybody can see. The first drawing will be for a $20 Starbucks gift card. And let's see. I'm trying to go back and forth. Did you share my screen already? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now for the first $20 Starbucks gift card, we'll go to Amanda Kenney. Congratulations, Amanda. We'll give it to you before you leave.
Oh, thank you.
The second item up for that is going up is a $25 Farm Bugessa gift card. Chris Michael. And Jill will get with you on how to get you that gift card. The last gift card that is available is the Hotel Roanoke Conference Center, valid for 1 night, stay for 2. Just call them for a reservation and let's get that spinning.
Oh,
Jane Johnson, congratulations. So Jill will get with you on how to get those gift cards. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Congratulations, everyone. So from the bottom of our hearts, again, I do want to thank each and every one of you for supporting Family Service of Roanoke Valley. Thank you so much for being here tonight. And of course, we do again want to thank our sponsors. This couldn't happen without them. There they are on your screen: Cox Communications, WFXR, Member One Federal Credit Union, Gentry Lock Attorneys, Richfield Living, Magic City Auto Group, Lineberger Construction, Freedom First Credit Union, Trust Point Insurance, and Robin Kale and Lindsay St. Peter of Davenport and Company, Robertson Marketing, Associated Asphalt, and First Citizens Bank. Again, I'm Amanda Kenney from WFXR's Good Day Virginia. Thank you so much for attending tonight and for your support, of course, of Family Service of Roanoke Valley. And I hope you all have a great rest of your night. Don't forget to bid, and donate. Can't wait to see who wins tomorrow. Good luck, everyone.